Welcome back, beautiful ones. Welcome to Soul Connection with Miss Arketha. This week, I want to discuss soul clutter. Better yet, how to remove soul clutter so your soul can breathe, so your soul can thrive. I'm very, very, very serious about this. This is something that I think plagues a lot of people, but they don't like to admit it because it's just easier to ignore. For me personally, everything that I'm going to discuss, things that I discuss is going to be things that I've went through personally in my life. So these are ways that I went about removing things that didn't benefit me in my life, and so these are just things that I've done. Now, I'm not saying that these are things that you have to do, but if I can help anybody along their journey just a little bit so they can come to the point where they don't feel like they're drowning, then I think I've done just a little bit to help in this society, in the world. And that's basically what it was for me. My soul clutter was like a denseness, a heaviness. I felt like I was not breathing. My insides I was getting the breath, but it was still a heavy breath. It wasn't like a light feeling that I was feeling inside. The thing is, when things happen to us, I think we have a tendency to push it down and say, okay, I'm not even going to acknowledge this right now, no matter how bad it hurt me, no matter how it impacted my life, good or bad. Right now, I don't have the time to acknowledge it. So what I'll do is I'll just push it down, keep pushing it down, and I'll get to it later. When I have more time, I'll get to it later. Not realizing what we're doing is we're doing ourselves a disjustice, because those lessons, those things that come into our life are here to help us realize what to do and what not to do on this journey, to get us to the plateau, get us to where we need to be, the learning lessons that we were contracted to learn when we, first got here. So in cleaning up and getting all that soul clutter out, what you're doing is you're recognizing what has happened to you. You're recognizing what you've done to others. What we're doing, we must work on removing the soul clutter to purge the old, so that it makes room for more bigger, brighter things to emerge in our lives. We get those messages that were being blocked before because we were not acknowledging the lessons that were sent to us. So when we work on clearing our inner clutter, we remove all things that don't benefit us. We're then open to the messages that the universe, that the source God, that our guardian angels, our spirit guides, our ancestors, all of these beautiful energies on the other side, where they're trying to filter into us. We're not blocking these things because we're constantly focused on things that just honestly just really don't matter, because the past is the past and there's nothing else you can do to rectify that. It's happened. So what you have to do is just recognize what has happened, how you contributed to the situation, if you even contributed at all. And then say to yourself, well, okay, I forgive the other person. I forgive that situation. I forgive whatever it was that came into your life at that time that made you want to push it away and not even acknowledge it being in your life. What you're doing is forgiveness. You're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving others. So then you're able to let go of that, remove that part, that clutter that is like pushing down on your soul, and it's not being able to breathe, it's not being able to thrive. Your soul, to me, is just as important as anything else. You take a bath every day. You cleanse yourself every day on the outside. You put on makeup to make yourself look brighter. You put on lotion so your skin is ashy, or is dry. You want firmness, and you want lightness about yourself. It's about the clothes that you put on the outside. And we're always constantly working on this outside and not looking at the inside, not understanding inside who we truly are, our true authentic selves. And that's part of removing the soul clutter that prevents us from moving to the next level, to the next step, to the next journey that we're meant to be on. When we start removing this clutter, we start feeling lighter inside, less dense. We feel the air flowing inside of us. We can breathe. We shine from the inside out, and other people recognize. They say, it's something just a little bit different about him or her. I could tell something's going on. I'm not sure what that is. You know why? Because it's not for anyone else to understand. It's only for you to understand. Because some of these journeys that we're on, it's only for us to get through. It's lessons that we have already contracted before we've gotten here, to know that, okay, so this time when I'm here, this is what I'm going to do. When I'm here, I'm going to learn how to love harder. I'm going to learn how to love better. I'm going to learn how to bring more peace into my life. This time it's not going to be all about work. It's going to be about really understanding the world that I'm in, the people that surround me. And I'm not going to internalize just everything that comes my way, because it's not meant to be that way. It's meant to say, acknowledge it. Okay, that happened. Yes, it did. But this is not what makes me. This is not what breaks me. My soul is bright. My soul is light. And I am part of everything, all this energy, and all that this world has to offer me. But you cannot do that if you're constantly going backwards. If your soul is not thriving, if your soul cannot breathe. Again, it's all about recognizing what we've done and what others done, and just breaking down the situation. It's a lot of work, and a lot of times we don't want to do it. But we spend a lot of time concentrating on so many things that are just not important. That doesn't help you, that doesn't help your family, that doesn't help your community, that doesn't help anyone around you, because what you're giving off is blocked energy. You're giving off negative energy, and sometimes not even knowing that that's what you're doing, because you have blocked it for so long, you have pushed it down for so long that this is just normal to you now. It's just normal not to be connected. It's normal not to be part of anything other than the world that you live in. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that you don't want to be connected to anybody else. That it's just a lot easier just to move through. To not see anything or see anyone through anyone else's lenses except for yours, and just not even try. That is easier, but that's not what we were put here to do. It's just not. We were here to learn all that there is to learn about this life. So when we do move on, we're ready for the next lessons. We're ready for the next journey. And the fear is not there, because we've worked on all of that. And our soul is just a bright beacon of light, what it's meant to be, that shines within you, that shines into the universe forever and ever. Because that's who we really are. But we don't like to, it's just like those thoughts are just too deep and we just don't like to go there. But that's what the truth of it, or that was my truth. Not going to tell you my truth. My truth was I knew that I could not continue blocking things, not thinking about things, not going as far back as I could, and not understanding that everything that happened to me for a reason, no matter how bad or how good, and made me who I am today. And I'm very proud of that. I'm just very proud of where I've come, because I was at a point of just pushing things down so far that I physically hurt. And I think that's another thing, that you physically, you know, when you've had enough, you just start getting all these ailments and stuff that you've never had before, and you trying to understand why I feel this way, why my stomach hurt all the time, why I feel stressed all the time, why do I feel like I'm getting ready to have a panic attack at any given moment, why do I feel this way, why do others don't feel, it's not that others don't feel that way, it's just that everybody has their own coping mechanism that they use. Mine was just to push it down. And as I was pushing it down, my soul was suffocating. And not only was it suffocating, I didn't even know what my soul was all about. I did not even know that it was there for me. It's just not something that we talk about. It is who we are. So once I realized that, and I realized that my soul needs to breathe and I don't need to be bogged down, really in meditation is where it started breaking down. When I was in deep meditation, when I was in even a slight meditative state, things would start coming to me, images would start coming to me about, why I feel heavy, why I feel like I can't breathe, why I feel like I'm underwater. I can see where the bubbles are going, but I can't get there. Like I know that's where I need to be. I could see the light. It's just like you being underwater in the ocean, and you're trying to get to the air. These air bubbles are coming, but you can't get there because all of these other things are pulling you down. Or you're trying to climb out of this ditch, and you're just clawing your way, and you feel like you're clawing your way, and every time you get to one point, something else or someone else or some situation just pulls you right back down, and you're just like, I give up. I give up. I can't do this no more. It's like, for real. I just can't. I can't. I'm over it. But you're not over it. Because as long as you're breathing, as long as you're alive, as long as you wake up that next day, you have a chance to start over. You have a chance to clear it out. So you can breathe, and that bright light can just shine from, I know I keep touching, this is where I feel it, like right up in this area. This is me. It might not be you, but I feel it. And then I know whether I need to work on it or not. I feel that my chakras are not aligned. I feel, okay, this is something else that's trying to attach. What's trying to attach? What I need to do? Where am I at with this? Like, what do I need to do so I will not carry this on into my present and into my future? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to fix this? Make this better? We need to think about these things. We think about how we're going to pay our next bill. We think about car payments. We think about, what I need the next outfit I need to buy, or the new Jordans is coming out. We think about all these kind of things. We have a constant think, the new reality show that's coming. I gotta watch that. The new whatever show that's coming out that's gonna like filter junk into our brains. We put a lot of time and emphasis on that, like what club we're going to. Just whatever it is, that's more important than us. And you might say, nah, that's not more important to me because I'm thinking about what I need to do, where I need to go, what I need. Yeah. But that's your physical shell. What do you need to do to corrected things on the inside. So people will want to be with you. People will want to be around you. People won't say negative things about you because your energy is so low, your vibration is so low that they're like, oh, it's just a struggle and I love this person. I really do love this person, but good gracious, just being around them sometimes is just, it's really hard. It's really hard. It's like, I just wish, they could overcome whatever this thing is that's making them be so negative, bring the room down when they come around, those type of things. And it happens, and people do notice when you're just not connected to them, like, and you're talking to them and you don't look them dead in the eyes, because it's hard for you, because your eyes are dead. You can't make a connection with someone and try to connect with what they're saying to you and how they're feeling and how you're feeling about a situation when you're dead inside. You cannot help anyone else if you have not helped yourself. You cannot love anyone else if you do not love yourself. It's just what it is. As you start doing these things, it just starts freeing you from the bondage that we put ourselves in. We feel lighter, freer. We just need to pay as much attention to ourselves as we pay attention to anything, all these outer things, these outer distractions that plague us. We have to pay attention to these things. We have to stop pushing things down. Our insides need to know that we love them inside. And when I say inside, I don't mean, well, of course, we need to take care of our lungs, we need to take care of our heart, we need to take care of our liver, we need to take care of our intestines. We need to take care of all these things, but it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than what we can see. And I think a lot of times that, we forget those things. But the Source God does not. The universe does not. Our guardian angels do not. Our ancestors do not. And so they cannot tell us, they cannot make us, but what they can do is, if we're open and willing and we really, really, really want it, they can guide us in the right direction. They can nudge us along that path and like, yeah, that's the way you need to go. That's what benefits you. That's where you will help people the most. That's where you will help your family. That's where you will help yourself first and foremost, the most. We start cleansing our souls. When we start cleansing our souls, we start cleansing pathways. We start moving the clutter out of the way. We start moving all the things that don't benefit us. It starts to navigate us. It's like a beam of light. That's how it was for me. It was like a beam of light. Like, the fog has lifted. I'm on the way. Not saying that everything was cleared. Not saying that all the clutter was cleared. Not saying that I'm there. But I'm working on it. And I do feel lighter. I do feel like, okay, I'm on this right path. I'm not smothered anymore. I'm not drowning anymore. I'm not that same person that I used to be. I feel like I have purpose now. Okay, and so I might not know directly what that purpose is, but I know if I breathe into it and I meditate and I take care of myself and I take care of my soul, then everything's just going to lay out and just fall out the way that it should. Just roll. This is going to be like a red carpet or whatever, just rolled out for me, and I'll be able to walk along that path, no matter how jagged, no matter how bumpy, no matter what a roller coaster ride is. I will have tools to help me along this way, because I know I've already been through this. I don't have to do this again. And no matter if I feel like I have not done anything wrong to you, I still apologize. I still do, because obviously I did something. It was, obviously, maybe I didn't understand it at the time, but something happened where we just got a miscommunication. And if it was anything that I did that led us along this path of miscommunication, I apologize. Simple as that. Even if the other person does not, even if the other person still is just putting all that baggage on you, they cannot. It just repels off, because you don't hold on to baggage anymore. You recognize the situation, you acknowledge it, and you say, okay, that was a great learning lesson, and I just move on. So basically what I'm rounding all of this back to is that when our soul can't breathe, we don't thrive. When our soul feels bogged down with thoughts of the past, that what has happened to us, what others has done to us, things that we feel like were wrong for us, was wrong done to us, just all of that, it does not give us the opportunity to connect with anyone. We think we're connecting with people when we're really not connecting with people at all. We're just there. We're just part of it. We're just not, there. And life is about being there. Life is about your energies connecting to other energies, whether that be human, animal, nature, connecting with ourselves. And I think one of the first lines of communication and connection should be with our souls. Now, although it took me a little while to figure that one out, I did. I figured it out. And it has opened up so many avenues inside of me. I think about things I've never thought about before. I have better understanding and overstanding of things that I never thought possible, And now when I look into someone's eyes, when I'm having a conversation with them, I can truly feel that other person. I could truly feel that animal that I'm playing with, that I'm connecting with. I can truly feel nature. When I'm outside, I feel one with the universe. I feel a connection to the universe, whether I'm inside or outside. And especially during meditation, I feel this way. All I want you to know is that it does not always have to be a struggle. Life doesn't always have to be a fight. Life does not have to be hard. We make it hard. We make it a fight. We make it a struggle. So, the first thing I want you to do is think about the one thing in your life, no matter how hard this is for you, because it's going to be hard. It's nothing easy about it. It really isn't. It gets easier, because admitting things a lot of times is very hard. But the first thing I want you to do is think about a situation in your life where you felt like you were truly wronged. And it's something that you think about probably a lot. It comes back to you from time to time, and you still feel sad about this situation. Like it really still hurts you. Like you can really still cry about this situation. It really brings you down. This situation that you're going to think about is something that whenever you think about it, it ruins your whole day. Think about it and it's like, okay, I'm done. Why did I even think about this? Because every time I think about this thing, it really hurts me. It kills me inside. Why do I do this to myself? Okay? So then when you're doing that, once you think about that thing, I want you really meditate on it. Then I want you to really understand where you came from in this situation, your side of it, and the other side of it, because there's always more than one side to it. Then I want you to really come to a place where you can forgive on the other side and forgive yourself from within. So that the next time that this situation pops up to your head, or whatever it was that made you feel the way you felt about the situation, no, because this does not serve me. So I'm not going to dwell on it. It's over. There's nothing I can do about it. Resolve this in your mind so your soul can be free. Okay? And always know that I wish upon you the most peace, love, and tranquility that your heart can hold. Thank you, my soul connectors, for being with me. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Namaste, beautiful ones.